What is going on YouTube? It's Sank and we're back with another one. Alright guys, so in this video I'm coming at you with a couple of plays to be added to the portfolio. Now we know the market's down right now, but that just presents good buying opportunities to get these plays on the cheap. Now when the market's down, everyone forgets about the potential of these plays, but you guys know over here, we're always thinking ahead. That being said, I've got a jam-packed one for you, so do make sure you stick this on all the way through for me. And also hit that like button, and if you're new, hit that subscribe button, join the journey. I'll also be bringing out the charts in this video to ensure that we're leveling up your investment game. Now guys, let's jump into our first one. Let's go. Up on screen, that's Gevo, ticker symbol GEVO. Now, if you guys been rocking with the channel, you know this is a play that we picked up when they were under $3 a while back. And it's good to have them featured on the channel after a couple of weeks. This is a big potential play. Now, Gevo, they produce sustainable fuel, particularly for the aviation sector. Now, it's been a while since our players hit the headlines, and the last business update I gave you guys is that they're working on a large-scale project called the Net Zero 1, which is to produce hydrocarbons using sustainable energy, and they're going to kick this off this year. Now let me remind you guys why we like this play. Their last stock offering was of $350 million. Guys, this gives them that financial firepower to continue working on their projects, fund their business, and reduces that risk. Because right now their revenues aren't too high. But talking about revenues, they have secured contracts worth 48 million gallons of fuel per year. That's the equivalent to $1.5 billion. And this is for jet fuel and renewable gasoline over the next couple of years. Now you guys know we have to touch on the catalysts that are going to push that stock price up. We know they've got the financial firepower, they've got the strong position in the market, and we also know there's a coordinated global effort for a push for sustainable energy. Therefore, we can expect more partnerships and customers with this play as we go through this year. Now, any updates that we received to that Net Zero 1 project are also going to push that stock price up. They're also planning their Net Zero 2 and Net Zero 3 projects as well. So when they kick these off, that should give that stock price some good momentum. Guys, let's talk strike price on Gevo. If you catch this under $11, consider loading up on this play, because soon they're going to be retesting their all-time highs of around $15. Up next, that's AgEagle, ticker symbol UAVs. And this is a drone manufacturer that's still sitting well below their 52-week high of $17. So there's still a lot more room for this play to run as they look to deploy their drones in industries such as agriculture, e-commerce, and more. Now that UAV stock price was hit hard yesterday by a short seller report that came out saying they fabricated a lot of their business success, including their e-commerce delivery partner. Now over the last 12 months, guys, we've seen a lot of these short seller reports come out. Now one of our most recent plays that has rebounded off an attack from a short seller, that's CleanSpark. And I do expect going forward that we're going to see a lot more short sellers coming out, attacking the plays and using this to their advantage. But you guys know how to crush these short sellers, right? That's to catch the dip in that stock price, because when it rebounds, you're going to come out on top. Now the last business update I gave you guys on UAVs is that they've gone out and acquired a company called Microsense. This is a drone sensing company which is going to improve the quality of UAVs drones. Now we know that drone sector is just warming up right now, and as it continues to gain momentum, UAVs is going to be one of the leading players. So I'm going to make sure this one has not slipped off your radar. Going forward, I expect more acquisitions, more partnerships from our UAVs play. Guys, let's talk strike price on this one. If you catch them under $11, consider loading up, either starting a new position or adding to your existing position on this one. Next up, that's Plug. Now, this is a very active play within the hydrogen fuel cell space. Very promising future ahead of them. So if you don't already have a fully built up position in this one, now's the time to do so. Now let me remind you guys why we like Plug. They're building a $200 million plus plant over in New York to produce green hydrogen for the freight transportation sector. Not only that, they partnered with the SK Group in South Korea for a 10% stake for $1.5 billion. And this is to roll out green hydrogen in Asia. And in addition to that, I told you guys earlier this week that they've made partnerships in Europe, and what they're looking to do is have a 20% stake in Spain and Portugal. So as you can see, Plug are looking to have international dominance within the hydrogen sector. Now Plug is the kind of player, if you're looking to unleash this real potential, you're holding this one to 2022 and plus as they roll out their projects, build their revenues up, and become a dominant force within the hydrogen space. Next up, that's ZW Data, ticker symbol CNET. Again, another play with big potential to be unlocked, because we know they've recently launched into crypto by partnering with another company called BitSpace. They have around 2,000 miners on order. They've just done a stock offering, which I anticipate they're going to use to purchase more miners as they look to get deeper into the crypto field. Now we know crypto miners are popping off right now as Bitcoin continues to rise and show its momentum. Not only that, CNET are diversified in what they do, so they've got that risk protection there. They've got their online marketing and advertising business. They've got their live streaming e-commerce platform that they're also heavily engaged in. It's a very high growing industry right now as well. So guys, if you haven't picked this one up, scoop them up, add them to the portfolio. Alright guys, so it's our session on chart analysis, and we're taking you guys through 2 indicators that you can use and apply to the charts in times like this where the stocks have dipped down to see if you have a good entry point. So up on screen we've got the Plug Power stock price above, and below we've got the relative strength index, that's RSI for short. Now what the RSI shows you is if a stock is overbought or oversold. If it's overbought, that means that it's trading above its value, so that's giving you a sell indicator. If it's oversold, that means it's trading below its value, so it's giving you a buy indicator. Now, when this red line is above this top black line here, which is at 70, so as you on the right hand side, it's at 70. If the line is above, the red line is above the black line, that means right now that stock is trading in an overbought position. It's giving you a sell indicator. Now when that stock is below the black line and the black line below is at 30, that's giving you a buy indicator because that stock price is oversold. So it's trading below its value. So what you'll see is you'll often see stocks trade above the line, below the line, and in between the line. Now from yesterday's sell-off, Plug Power dropped into an oversold position. That gives you a buy indicator. Now right now it's not too much above that bottom black line, so it's still trading very close to its oversold level. So the next play I want to show you is Ag Eagle. Now after that short seller report dropped, RSI shows that it's pushed that stock price into an oversold position. As you can see, that red line dropped below the lower black line. It's only very recently they've come off their oversold position, but they're still trading very close to an oversold position. So any slight drop in that Ag Eagle stock price is going to push them back into an oversold position. Therefore, the RSI is giving an indication that this is a good play to scoop up and add to the portfolio. Alright guys, Morocco the channel, you know what time it is. Now this question comes from Leighton. He says, should I buy at market value before open, or wait for it to open, or buy with a limit order? Now this is a great question that I thought I'd come and share with you guys because I know it's going to help a lot of you guys out. Now these are 2 ways to make a purchase of stock. With that market order, if you set that before the market, it's going to transact that buy order at whatever price the market opens at. Now with a limit buy, you're setting the maximum price that you want to purchase that stock for. Now what you guys must know about a market order is there might be a delay in making that transaction happen, so you might end up buying higher than you originally wanted to. So if you set a market order and you expect to buy that for $10 and that stock price skyrockets on entry, you might actually pick that up for $12, $13, $14, $15. And there might well be a sell-off at that point in the stock. So then you're going to be left in the red immediately after setting that market order. Now a much safer way to do it is by setting a limit buy. If you set that limit buy at $10, it's not going to transact above $10. That's the maximum you're going to pay. The downside with the limit buy is if that does skyrocket, let's say it goes up to $10.50 or $11 and you are still okay at buying at that point, you're going to miss out. And the guys over at the Patreon who see the daily buys to the portfolio know I always set limit buys. So one of the keys to hitting success in the markets is to ensure that you have an optimal entry and exit from these plays. And the way you do that is by having full control over both. Alright guys, so that wraps things up. Do hit that like button for me, it really helps the channel out. And if you're new, hit that subscribe button, join the journey. Also check out the link down below to the Patreon where you can join our great team of investors over at the Discord and enter some additional plays with us. And I'll be checking in with you guys later today as we close out another week in the markets.